2 weeks away from back to school for most students, and for those entering college or university, that means independence, right? And that includes financial independence. With that, credit card companies are eager to help all those new students. To make sure they're getting the right kind of help, we have money and consumer expert Barry Choi joining us. Welcome back to your morning. This is a timely conversation.
It is. This is where they try to get you. I don't want to say get you, but they're after you for sure.
So we need to know what to know. Okay, so that's why you're here. You recommend that students wait a little bit before signing up for a credit card. Why is that a smart move?
You know, coming up is Frosh Week. Even if you're skipping out Frosh Week, you're going to show up on campus. You know, a lot of schools have a mall nearby, and literally you're going to come in the door. It's like, hey, you want to buy something? Sign up for a credit card.
Right.
Get approved in like 3 minutes. And they're literally giving you, I don't want to call them bribes, but incentives for you to sign them. Here's a university branded t-shirt. Here's a bag of cookies. Here's a $10 gift card. You know, just sign up now, buy, and think about it later. But this is not the offers you want to take right away. You want to make sure you know how the credit cards work before you sign up for anything.
So let's do the 101, because I was telling you off camera, I got into this mess because I didn't really understand how a credit card worked before I got one. So walk us through.
You know what? That's a good point. A lot of people are like that. You shouldn't feel ashamed if that does happen to you. But basically, when you use a credit card, you're getting an interest-free loan. Now, as long as you pay off that loan by the end of the month in full, it's all good, right? The problem is a lot of students, they have limited income or no income. So they get their statement and they say, minimum fee, that's all I gotta pay, $100, no problem. But what they aren't told, or rather what they didn't read, and again, I don't blame them, is like, these credit cards have interest rates of 20 to 24%. And to give some context for students, that's more than double of an auto loan, and even 3 times of a mortgage. So that's a lot of money you're paying to interest, and to be clear, if you're not making the full payment, you're in debt.
And most likely you don't have a full-time job if you're a full-time student, so to make the money to pay off that debt. One advantage, though, of credit cards, we know, Barry, is that it builds your credit score. So walk us through that. You
know, credit scores is arguably the most important thing about credit cards when you're a student. So your credit score is a number between 300 and 900. The higher your credit score, the more credit worthy you are. And once you get a credit card, you can start building that credit score. The easiest way is what we were already talking about. You know, make a few small purchases, pay it off in full at the end of the month, you're gonna have a good credit standing. At the same time, let's just say you have a $1,000 limit. You don't wanna exceed $300 because that's a 30% credit utilization ratio. And that's where credit card companies wanna see you below. Obviously, as a student, like you were just saying, limited income, keep it low, just make a few payments or a few purchases, pay it off, and you're good. There's no need to keep any balance whatsoever.
There are obviously so many options out there for credit cards. So let's say you do decide to get a credit card. What do university or college students need to know about which one to sign up for?
You know, the first thing I recommend students is when you're getting to college, university level, you're probably still on that youth savings account that you signed up with your parents literally when you were 4 or 5, right?
That's right.
But once you become a university student, college student, you've got more options. So check with your home bank first, where you do your day-to-day banking. See if they've got a package that includes a no-fee student credit card, right? Because you don't want something with an annual fee. And they may also give you a better student checking account, which gives you unlimited transactions. So those are things to look out for. And depending on what your long-term goals are, even short-term goals, maybe some rewards cards are always nice and fun.
So what are some red flags to look out for when it comes to signing up?
You know, red flags for me is just not understanding how they work. But for as a student, you want to make sure you're not signing up for a card that has a high income requirement. Because like we said, if you don't have an income, you're just not going to get approved. And that hurts your credit score regardless. If it has an annual fee and you don't have any income, you probably don't want that, right? But to me, it's one of those things where there's so many credit cards, literally dozens. At least research a few to see if it lines up with your spending, what kind of rewards you want, and more importantly, will you be able to pay it off?
And also keep in mind, what you do now does affect you when you're 45 years old. Barry Choi, good to see you. Thanks so much. Always excellent insight. All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.